Good morning. I'm going to do a little 30-day challenge wrap up for the month of September and what is going to be happening in October and how this week has gone. So it is Thursday, so it's one day before my weigh-in. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. And you guys know with like weight loss, it can be up and down, literally, especially with women in perimenopause, we can go 4 to 5 pounds a day. As of today, I have stayed exactly the same this week. So we'll just, so we're just going to keep it right now at this point because today is October 2nd. I don't have my watch on. I believe it's the 2nd. And I did weigh in yesterday, weighed exactly the same. Nothing has changed. So for the month of September and my 30-day challenge, I looked at a 4.4 pound weight loss, which I am ecstatic about. I mean, that puts me at, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I should have figured this up before I got on here. Yeah, so 16.4 pounds since January. Which I know some people are like, ugh, that's, how are you happy with that? Well, I'm happy with that because that's a loss, not like either staying the same, which is what my trend has been since I started perimenopause. This is my second or third year this summer. I want to say this was the third year. When I hit July, I think that was my third year of perimenopause, and since then I maintained, the first year I gained like 20 pounds. I mean, that's when I was like, okay, there is something going on. And it wasn't until I saw my doctor like later, like I usually see him twice a year, March and November, for my thyroid check and all of that. And so I remember when I saw him that in November, and that's when he told me what it was, and I'm like, oh, like, why didn't I even think about that? Yeah, it's been 3 years because I was 48 that year. So that first year I gained 20 pounds gradually over the entire year. The second year I maintained the entire, which again, that's good, right? At least I maintained. And then this year now I've lost 16.4 pounds for the entire year so far. So I'm happy with that, you guys, especially since there has been so much up and down. And I, again, feel very proud of myself for the month of September because it was such a crazy roller coaster of the month. I'm not gonna go into all of it again. Just a quick recap. My son was in the hospital for a week. He ended up having a couple different surgeries. He had one major surgery, then he had a couple procedures that are considered surgery. My dog, one of my dogs, my little Chihuahua, got really, really sick, and we don't even know if he would have made it if we hadn't taken him to the emergency vet that night before. And he was in the vet hospital, in the doggy hospital. And he's doing okay. We go in for a checkup and final tests and stuff on the 13th. But he's doing really, really good. They wanted us to give him that whole round of antibiotics, which was, man, every time I opened that bottle, I was like, okay, looks like the last dose that I'd go in there. He had to do it twice a day. So in the morning, I would look, I'm like, okay, looks like we're really close to done. And then when I go in there at night, I'm like, what the heck? I felt like I think it ended up being like a 10-day, which is what I know antibiotics used to be all the time. But I feel like anymore antibiotics are 5 days. I don't know. Anyway, finally finished with that, and they wanted him to have a good week in between finishing that before we went back in and did blood work and stuff. So hopefully his white blood count is down. It was skyrocketed and all of that stuff. Anyway, he is doing good though. He appears to be doing fine. He does have to have a procedure done on his tooth that's infected, and my other dog, my Yorkie, has to go in for his teeth cleaning and stuff this month. So we have 2 appointments for the dogs this month. I have my doctor's appointment this month. Normally go November, but they got me set up I had to get a renewal on my prescription, and so they went ahead and just set it up. So it's October 23rd, I believe. And then I go to the eye doctor November 2nd. It's gonna be busy. The last one of the dog's appointments the 13th, one's the 20th, my doctor's appointment's the 23rd, and my eye doctor's November 2nd. We have a lot going on. I don't even keep track of my husband's doctor's appointments. I'm like, you keep track of your doctor's appointments. I'll keep track of the dogs and my own. Anyway, I think the fact that, you know, I did super good in September. There's one area I did not do good on. So my main goals for the month of September was to track every day, and at least in the Lose It app, on the days that I filmed my food and everything, I did track in the Weight Watchers app. And then was doing water with my water goal, which my water goal is about 100 ounces. My protein goal, which is about 100 grams, minimum 100 grams. Reading, because I was really getting into a reading slump in the month of August, so I wanted to read at least 30 pages a day. And then what I failed at was my workouts. Now, I did do my daily cycling, like my bike. I am getting too comfortable with that. I don't feel like it's much of a workout anymore. Now it's more like just a relaxation thing. Even though I have it turned up, the resistance, I have it turned up to 8. I think it goes to 10. But I feel like it's too easy for me now, and I really want to add more weights and stuff. So in my goal for September was to do at least 3 days a week of a workout video, and I wanted to try to make sure they were weights and stuff. And I really failed miserably at that. I did do my cycling every day, but 1 day in the 1 or 2 days. And those were the days that we had to head up to the hospital, because I don't live in the same town as my son. So we had to drive, when he was in the hospital, we had to drive back and forth. And so those days we had to leave super early. And so I did not do my workout or anything. But I did not do, I think twice I did a workout other than my bike. I think it was 2 weeks. So I think I did 2 weeks, but I did only 1 or 2 days of those 2 weeks, or something like that. As far as everything else, I did fairly good. There's some days I didn't hit my reading goal. There was a couple days I didn't hit my protein goal. A couple days I didn't hit my water goal. I did track every day. And I tell you guys, I feel like it's because on the Lose It app, it pops up a little thing saying, congrats, or good work, 32 days in a row. I think that's what it said yesterday. It was 32 days in a row. That's satisfying to me. I feel like in the Weight Watchers app, you have to scroll down to see your little calendar, to see all your little check marks. And I don't know, it's just something about that pop-up that pops up and says, great work, you did good. That is super satisfying to me. And that's what it's giving me the motivation to track every day. So that's how September went. I feel like it went really well, but I did notice an area that I need to improve on, and that was my workouts. So for October, my rest of my goals are the same. We are still going to do, I had planned on adding in something about meal prepping, meal planning, staying with my, my weekly meal plan. But I'm having a lot of food issues with perimenopause. Things are not tasting right. I don't want to commit myself to meal prepping every week, because that's been part of my problem, is things that I meal prep are not tasting good. So I want to really take it slow, because I am noticing as I'm reintroducing things back into my body, they are starting to taste right again. I don't know, many of you have reached out and said you guys have the same thing. So it's not unusual to have these weird taste buds and taste changing to you. So I did not, and plus for me, the workout thing was more important than the meal planning and meal prepping and sticking to my meal plan. I feel like as long as I'm eating within what my goals are, so making sure I'm getting that protein in, make sure I'm tracking so I can see exactly what I'm eating and those kind of things, then I think I'm okay, because I don't feel like the food is my problem right now. It's just getting that activity in and the movement in. And I think that is what's one of the things that's slowing my weight loss. And is that, I'm not doing the right movement that I need to be doing for my body right now, which is adding in some strength training. So my goal for the month is I want to do 4 workout videos a week. And I think I said 3 of which need to be with weights. So that's my goal. And I really didn't give myself a time that the videos need to be. With the weights, I'll tell you, I'm not going to do more than 15-20 minutes, because I want to make sure I don't set myself up to fail. And I use 5-pound weights, and I'm not in shape right now, and I may be able to work up to a longer one, but my workout one's 15-20 minutes. The other workout ones are going to be like, you know, walking videos that have a little bit more strength, you know, like core strength and body weight, you know, not using weights, but just some of those like walking type videos, or just in general, like maybe some cardio videos, some HIIT videos. And those tend to usually, I try to find those around between 20 and 30 minutes. And then like, so that's kind of my plan and my goals. Now it is October 2nd. Like I said, I did a workout video yesterday, and I did 2 today, actually. So there's this, I think her name is Monica Fit, and I will try to put a playlist together and just call it maybe October Challenge, and I can throw all the videos that I plan on doing into that playlist, and I'll share it with you guys down here in the description box. But I think her name is Monica Fit, and she does these like a good morning videos or cozy morning workouts. They're like really like this deep stretch. And considering I'm getting up like at 4:45 every morning to do these workouts, it feels really good to do those right out of bed. So like yesterday I didn't get up in time to do that video. So I'm gonna try to, if I can get up at 4:45, let the dogs out, give them their treats, get my drink, you know, my water or whatever I'm drinking, and go in there to get my stuff ready. As long as I can start my workout by 5, I should be able to do one, because those cozy like stretching kind of morning workouts are like between 10 to 15 minutes long. I could do one of those, and then I can do like whatever workout I want to do. It felt so good. So today I did a weight workout, and I did one of those like cozy morning workouts. So the weight workout was 12 minutes, and then the cozy one, 15 minutes, and the cozy one was 12 minutes, I think, maybe. I don't know. But it felt so good. It's really literally just like, you know, pulling stuff over your head and just kind of doing this. Oh, it just felt so good, especially to do it right before that weight workout. It actually kind of pumped me up to do it. You know, I was feeling like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I was talking myself out of it. I'm not going to do this. And then I did that kind of stretching workout, and it just kind of got me going, and I felt like more awake, and I'm like, okay, yep, I'm going to do this. I already had my weights out, and I'm like, okay, yep, we're going to do this. So one thing that is a must for me, although I don't turn them up, I don't like the workout. So I found like 2 to 3 people that I will only do their videos, because they don't talk, they only play music. I think Monica Fit is that way. I don't recall her ever talking in her videos, but of course I do turn it down. And then the other one is, you guys have heard me talk about her. I cannot remember, but I guess I'll link that playlist down below. She talks, but just in the very beginning. And then I just turn her down though. And I just like play my audiobook or something, because I do not feel motivated by these people saying, you can do it, come on, let's go. You know, I don't feel motivated by that. I prefer either music, or I just turn on my audio. But I've just gotten to the point now where I stopped trying to find people. But then there's those people that talk a lot in between each of the movements, and it's just like, no, let's just go. Come on, let's just go from one to another. And these 2 people are like that. They just go right into it. They say, maybe one of them does like a little introduction, and then just go right into it, and there is no stopping in between the exercises. It's just they show you, they give you a little rest in between, and then you go to show you what the next exercise is, and then they go into it. So it's usually like a 5 to 10 second in between. That's what I want. That's what I need. I think that one's called Fit by Mick. Fit by Mick. I think that's what the other one is called. But anyway, so those are the 2 that I really like, and I feel like there's one more that's in my playlist. Right now they're mixed up between like 4 or 5 different playlists, so tonight I really want to sit down and throw them all into one, so then that way I have an excuse now, because I want to share it with you guys. So that is what October is going to look like. I did tell you guys in my last week's weigh-in video that if you wanted me to create a tracker for you, to just give me an email, send me an email. I don't want to tell you guys to put your email addresses in the comment box, because I don't want you guys to get spammed by people. So you reach out on Instagram if you have Instagram, or Facebook if you have Facebook. I am really bad about checking my Facebook, so I do suggest Instagram, because it sends me a notice that for some reason Facebook does not send me a notification. I've even looked at my notifications. Well, Facebook does, but my Facebook Messenger doesn't. No idea why. All the settings are set up to do so, but my Instagram does. So If you send it over on Instagram, I just need your email address, what your goals are for the month of October. And I think my template, I can put 5 on there. So up to 5 goals. And just let me know if you want me to make you one of those, because I have no problem with it. I will link mine down below along with a blank one if you want to just do whatever you want with it. And then, but if you want me to do a specialized one for you, I don't mind doing that. So just leave me, and like I said, send me an email. My email address is down below, or send me a message on Instagram. And that is the wrap up for today. So I am excited for the October challenge because I feel like I did so good in September, and hurdles to overcome. In this month I don't. We're not. This month's gonna be a good month. So also my birthday month. So we don't want things to go crazy on my birthday month. So we're gonna have a good month. I'm gonna get those workouts in, and I'm gonna crush those goals. Let me know how your guys' month of September went, and I will see you guys in the next video. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow because we're vlogging every day in October. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.